It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we're going to beer from Two Beers Brewing Company. They're based in Seattle, USA, and it's a bottle of their fresh hop India Pale Ale. It's 6.2% ABV, 70 IBUs. Here's a look at the bottle cap. Two beers. Let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. Nice bit of smoke on the opening. Beer in the glass then. Oh, sounds fantastic. Look at that. A hazy, wonderful looking ale. I really can smell the hops from here. It really, I give it a bit of a rigorous pour and you can really smell the hops from a good half a foot away. It's a 4-finger, slightly off white head. Slightly off white head, yeah, something like that. A hazy, orange, amber coloured ale with nice levels of moving carbonation, moving through the glass. It looks great. Should we get the aroma? Oh my goodness me, this smells absolutely fantastic. You can pick this beer up from beersofeurope.co.uk, the UK's largest online beer store. The beers are of course from America, Europe, Mexico, Australia. Beers from all over the world. If you've travelled, if you've been on holiday, you worked away, you come back to the UK, you want to try some really exotic, different beers, then the best place to get them would be beersofeurope.co.uk. So the aroma, yeah, a fantastic apricot, peachy, piney, grapefruity aroma with a nice kind of sweet malt backbone. It smells so fresh and juicy. I cannot wait to get into this beer. Thank you and cheers. Oh, my goodness me, stone the crows. A really, really tasty, fresh, you can just taste the freshness of the hops in there. It's crisp, clean, refreshing, and a longing lasting bitterness that kind of climbs and keeps climbing and just climbs right onto your palate until, well, until there's no more bitterness. It's, well, saying that, it's still kind of bitter now, so maybe the bitterness will never end with this beer. 70 IBUs, yes, I would say that's about right. I've had a few beers in the past that they've kind of said they're 100 IBUs or they're 150, 200, and they've been kind of not really that bitter in terms of what they're kind of saying on the bottle. But this really does taste like a really hoppy, bitter 70 IBU beer. It kind of seems right, it seems fitting for the number that they've used. By the way, some of you are brewers out there, some of you are home brewers. How do they actually get that kind of 70? How do they gauge the bitterness? Is it some kind of mechanical tool that they use? Is it just mathematics that they put X amount of hops in and they've got a formula that they go, right, okay, this ton of hops will equal 70 IBUs for argument's sake? Is that how it works? Be interested to kind of read your comments on that subject below. But flavour wise, yeah, it's grapefruity. Pink grapefruit. Pine needly. Citrusy, there's some orange in there. Some clementine. Orange peel, bit of lemon peel. It's a good flavoursome then bitter beer. Really good stuff, really good stuff. Let's talk about the malt backbone now, shall we? And if you put the hops to one side for a moment, there's a nice level of sweetness. It's a little bit earthy and bready and biscuity. And I suppose that's about it. It's kind of out of balance. Yes, there's a malt backbone, but you don't buy an IPA at 6.2% ABV, the 70 IBUs for that malty backbone. Yes, it helps, but it's kind of, it all builds to that hop crescendo that the malt allows because it creates sugar. I think it's brilliant. I think it's a really, really good beer. It's part of the seasonal range, so I'd like to think that maybe they could keep on brewing this beer. I think it's a really, really good beer to session, to have a meal with, whatever you fancy, really. Let's rate it. I'm going to give this beer a fantastic 9 out of 10. It's probably got some Citra in there, some Centennial, some Chinook, classic American hops now that are well known all over the world. It's so fresh and tasty, it's really good. 9 out of 10. Check it out, beersreviewed.co.uk. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews, and cheers.